Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today we'll be running 6.16 aggressive region path. That is also the easy path for completion to get your cavalier title with 455 champs using the least amount of units. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. Today's global node will be Hurt Locker. That doesn't allow you to use the same special twice in a row. It gives you a huge amount of damage. So be a bit careful with that. I'll be running 455 champs for this run. Feel free to use your 565s. I'm just doing it for the people who do not have big rosters to help them achieve a cavalier title. So I'll be running Star-Lord, Archangel, Colossus, Angela and Morningstar. The first fight is against Moon Knight. Nice and easy and simple. If he's not in one of his full moon stances where he stuns you a lot and misses a lot, it's a pretty straightforward fight. I just went with Archangel and killed him off. The next fight is against Havok. So that is a difficult fight if you don't have the right counter. There are a lot of counters now, Warlock being one of them. You can use Cyclops or Havok himself because they don't get the plasma damage. You can use Vision as well. You can just constantly drain power from him because draining power reduces his plasma charges and he doesn't give you the blast damage that he has. I just went with Colossus because he has a lot of armor stacks and he doesn't get the plasma damage. Make sure to check the description for the timestamps. So if you want to skip ahead to any other fight, please feel free to do so. And guys, if you enjoy watching the video, if you find it useful, make sure to like, share and subscribe. Comment down below. All of that really helps me out a lot. It would be a good idea to learn the reparry because his first attack you cannot parry, but his second is basic attack you can parry easily. So it would be a good idea to look up some videos on reparry and how to do that. I am still practicing. I'm not good at it, so I just avoid it totally. Apart from that, if you have any champion that will counter the plasma damage, it's a very straightforward fight just like any other champ. So I hope you can bring him down easily. Then comes Heimdall. Nothing tricky about this fight. The only thing you need to make sure is not to push him to L2 because his L2 is unblockable with True Sight, so it will for sure make contact with you. So you cannot dex it. So what you need to do is to just bait out L1s, and after L1 he has a chance to auto block. But as we are not playing against a summoner, he will not have his parry mastery, so it would be quite simple. If you run a Corvus, because Corvus will help you take down the final boss as well, this is a good place to lay some damage into him and get your mission from auto block. Apart from that, it's a straightforward fight. I just used Morningstar because I just wanted to get the charges on her, so that's why this fight is longer. I could have easily gone with Archangel or Warlock. Any rank 5 will take him down much faster. The first fun fight in this path is against X-23. She has a lot of nodes on her, so the first one being Hurt Local, the global node. Don't use the same special attack twice. Then you have Arc Overload, so after a set amount of time she will get a region buff she will regain her health. And then you have Vigorous Assault. So whenever she has a region buff, she is unblockable. Her basic attacks, her special attacks, everything. So combine that with her own region, so a lot of times she can be unblockable, so you just have to be a bit careful to navigate through it. And then there is Recovery. Her region gives her extra health back when she recovers. So what I try to do, I run Archangel 1 because he will not only stop with Neurotoxin the health gain, but also he will drop the ability accuracy, so the heal will not proc. If you have 3 or 4 Neurotoxin on, he will also stop the Arc Overload node as well. So by looking at the fight, it worked out really well. I try to use only L3s when I'm running suicides, and then the stun also really helps out a lot. Next fight is Wolverine. It's the same concept. You have Hurt Locker, Arc Overload 2.0, Vigorous Assault, and the different node here is Limber, so you have set amount of parries only. I lost my Archangel from the beginning of the fight, so I just sped it up. So my other option was to go with Colossus, because Colossus has his own built-in parry, and he also hits like a tank. Again, same concept. Whenever his region, just try to swipe back, avoid him, so you don't get hit by his unblockable, and that's about it. You can easily navigate through this fight and kill him off. You can also use tech champs like Warlock, like Vision, even Yondu. Any champ that have heal block, you can use them as well on this path. And if you don't have enough tech champs, you can always go with cosmics that do a lot of the debuffs on you. You can couple it with Despair Mastery, and with all the debuffs they will also put the opponents in negative region. Next one up is Groot. He has a lot of buffs, so you could use any Mystic Champ for that matter. You can nullify those buffs. I had Morningstar, so I just used her. Just wait for an L2 and for him to gain his furies and all of his buffs, and boom, with L2 he dies. You can also go with magic if you like. You can also go with voodoo and poison him. So it's upon you what kind of a champ you choose. So yeah, if you couple it with Despair Mastery, again with all the debuffs, negative regen, it's a very simple fight. Next one is Superior Iron Man. So he has Hurt Locker, Arc Overload 2.0, Vigorous Assault. That's the same as the previous three fights, but he also has Bane. So you just need to be careful with his Bane timer as well, coupled up with his regen, and then when he's below 20%, his sig ability that he gets regen burst. So you just need to be careful with that. Again, this fight is much easier if I went with Archangel, but because Archangel died, I just went with Morningstar to just finish him off. But any champ that would reduce his regen or they will heal block him, they make this fight super easy, or even more simpler than it looks right now. Last fight is against Angela. So same thing to be careful about, Vigorous Assault whenever you are in region, and there's Arc Loader as well. The only node that is different is Domitable. So you cannot heal Reverser with a Void or even a Captain America with the right synergies, but only you can heal block her. So that's the only node. It doesn't make much of a difference. You can just go in and just hit her and she dies really quick. You can bring some big hitters as well to bring her down. I just used who I had available. So feel free to use any champ. Alternative champs and the masteries are also given. So yeah, see you at the boss fight. And the final boss before you get your coveted cavalier title is a very annoying and a high HP Sentinel. So he has quite a few nodes on him. That's Hurt Locker, that's Fist Cuff. So at the beginning of the fight, both of you don't get any power, or don't get any buffs. So he's a bit annoying in a sense that because he reduces every class's damage against him except for Cosmic. So the obvious choices to go against him would be a Corvus, a Hyperion, and because he's a robot, and there's Medusa who's Cosmic, who not only will have a robot advantage but also a Cosmic Classic advantage. So you can use that as well. Then there's always an option of Void. You can kill him by debuffs because you won't be able to get a lot of power in this fight because of Plagued Mind. And then there's another one that would be Quake. If you can Quake properly, then this fight also you can solo. And then you have Aegon, if you have a good Aegon. So anybody who has a compounding effect on his hits, so Guillotine 2099 and Aegon, Star-Lord, the one I'm using in this fight, I just soloed him with like 200 something hits. So yeah, anything with compounding hit effect that increases damage over time, that would be great for this fight. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. This is the last part of my 6-part series of getting an easy cavalier with 455 champs. So after this I'll be doing all the hard parts at 6.1 and compile them together in a playlist. So stay tuned to the channel, and if you are someone who is doing Act 5, there is also playlist on my channel for Act 5.3 and 5.4. I hope you guys find it useful. Make sure to like the video, share it, subscribe it, and comment down below. All of that really helps me out a lot. And other than that guys, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.